Hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So this afternoon I've just received this envelope and it's packaged full of seeds, and I've ordered lots of vegetable seeds for my newly acquired allotment mini raised bed. So on Sunday, so today's Thursday, on Sunday the 19th, I was given a key to the allotment and I acquired a raised bed roughly measuring 3 feet across by 40 feet in length. And I've been down a couple of days to do a bit of clearing and laid some cardboard down, so I've already made a little plan of what I hope to plant there. So I've had to order a lot of seeds and that's what I'm going to show you in a minute. I've got my invoice here with the place that I got it from. Sorry, the place I got it from is, let me just fold it over so you can just see, is this place here, Seed Megastore. And the seeds that I bought were 29p each, so I thought, you know, I don't want to spend too much on buying seeds, because in the past I've spent quite a lot of money, I think anyway, for seeds that have never germinated. So and sometimes I've spent very little and I've had good germination. So I thought, well, I'll try this place. I've never ordered from them. It's an online store, and there are, not everything's 29p, but I picked out as many vegetables that I intend to grow. Hopefully these seeds are viable. I've done a little diagram of my plots. Probably I'll take a picture of it and maybe just put it up here, because I've done it in pencil because plans can change. But this is sort of a diagram of what my plot looked like. Probably won't show up very well on camera, but I'll take a picture of it. And it's sort of roughly the 3 foot by 40 foot, and I've divided it into sections of you know, 8 times 5, and what I hope to plant. So say at the front of the plot, at the back of the plot I should say, I've got flowers, and then I've got herbs in the next section, brassicas like kale, and then I've got some salads, dwarf French beans, stuff that I like to eat and my family like to eat. And I don't want to grow stuff just for the sake of it. You know, I want to utilize this space on stuff that I like to eat, and also it's expensive to buy in the shops. So I'm not going to be growing things like potatoes. You know, potatoes take up a lot of room and they're not that expensive to buy. But things like aubergines are expensive. Things like rockets, you buy a packet of rocket, it's about £1.20. You know, it's for a small amount. So why not grow my own? Chilies, I always grow chilies. I do normally grow aubergines in pots. Some root vegetables like carrots, beetroot and radishes. Radishes are very good at cropping very early. You know, get them within 4 weeks of planting. And spring onions and garlic. So these are probably the ones that will go in first at the front of the bed, because garlic you plant in winter, and I usually plant mine mid-December. So let's flip the camera around and I'll show you what I bought. Right, so I've laid out the seeds and tried to put them together in their groups. I've got some dwarf French beans here. I've got some yellow, purple and green varieties of French beans. There are 10 seeds per packet, so I've got 4 packets there. The reason I've got so many is I had very poor germination last year trying to get dwarf French beans, so I had no French bean plants at all. And I do like the pencil thin French beans as opposed to the broader, you know, like things like runner beans. I'm not keen on those. So that's what I hope to grow. I have grown them in the past. I think the last time I grew them was not last year, but 2021 on another person's allotment. I had a little bit of strip of land, and I had good crop off just a few plants. So hopefully a decent crop this next year. In the corner there, I've got some parsley, and there's 200 seeds there, and I've got some chives, so I'll be doing a little herb bed. And over here I've got some beetroot, so some root veil. I do like beetroot, and I've got beetroot growing outside at the moment that I've not harvested yet. They can stay in ground for a long time, you know, even over winter. So beetroot, 50 seeds. Radish, only 25 seeds. I don't know how I missed that. It was very little seeds in there, so I do need to get some more radish seeds. Carrot Amsterdam, and carrot, a purple variety. So I've not grown that type before, so it'll be interesting to see if they germinate and I, you know, can get some decent purple carrots. So 200 seeds in there and 50 seeds in there. Celery, never grown celery before, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. 100 seeds in here, and then there's another, well, I think they're both the same, yeah, but golden self-blanching. So the self-blanching type apparently are easier to grow than the ones where you have to cover them up with cardboard and earth up. You don't need to do that with these. So I do like celery. I eat a lot of that. So 200 seeds in total. Oh, sorry, I'm missing out what's on the end here. So I've got some basil as well. That's for my herbs bed. Then next we've got the brassica section. We've got some broccoli, purple sprouting, broccoli, tender stem. I don't know if that's the same thing as this purple sprouting, but I do like the tender stem. That can be quite expensive to buy, so hoping to grow it for that purpose. So broccoli, cauliflower can be difficult because they tend to bolt and you never get a full head of cauliflower, so that'll be a bit of a challenge to see if I can get some cauliflower growing. But 50 seeds in each packet, so I've got 2 packets. And this is kale, so it says boricole, but that's the name for kale, Nero de Toscana. I've actually sown some already. I had some seeds left over. Oh, they must have been about 3 years old, and I think they're starting to sprout, so I just got these as backup in case they didn't sprout. But I'll sow some of these as well. In fact, I will be trying all of these just to make sure that they're viable. So I may just take a small amount out of each packet just to check the viability, because I won't be sowing all of these at the same time. You know, they have different planting times per vegetable. So the onions, there's 100 seeds there. These are spring onions, so I'm not going to be growing onions for full size. If I can get full size, that's great, but you need a bit more room for full size onions, and I don't think I will have the space for it. But I can grow spring onions, and I do like spring onions. So that these are Welsh onions and Ailsa Craig. I can grow these as very small onions, you know, and harvest them like you would in America. They call them salad onions, so I'll harvest them when they're sort of like golf ball size. Aubergine, so I grow aubergines anyway, but I wanted to get a different variety. This year I grew the Bangladeshi long variety, and I had really good crop off one plant. I had at least 30 aubergines. So I have grown this variety in the past, Black Beauty, the nice large aubergine. And aubergines are very expensive to buy. If you look in the grocers, a single aubergine can cost up to 95p, almost £1 for one. So my family love aubergines, and I love them as well, so it makes sense to grow them. I also like cucumber, and I grew cucumber this year. Didn't have a massive crop, but I'll have a go again. So 5 seeds in there and another 5 in there. And these are an outdoor variety. Lettuce, Arctic King, so one that can go through well, cold temperatures, that type. And then Marvel of 4 Seasons, I think this is one where you get a mixture of different types of lettuce. And then you've got Swiss chard, beet leaf. And then down here I've got some more aubergine, the long, it's not the long skinny type, it's a long aubergine, but a wider one, the one wider than the one that I grew this year. And sweet peppers. So out of all these, there's a couple of things missing that I hadn't ordered, but I've already got seeds of. So tomato seeds are one, so we'll be growing tomatoes. In fact, have a closer look at my little plan. So I've got my flower bed at the back, and then I've got my herbs. I've sort of roughly put things like celery, mint, chives, oregano, basil, thyme, and then kale. But got brassicas in there. I haven't got the cabbage, so they didn't have the pointed cabbage. So I do like pointed cabbage, a bit different from the rounder ones. Lettuce and French beans, rockets, spinach. Yes, the spinach seeds. I think I've already got spinach seeds, so that's why I've not ordered from this place. Tomatoes, the nightshades basically, and I've put in the cucumber with, so the cucumber part of the gourd family. Chilies, aubergine, peppers. I've got my beetroot, my root vegetables together. And then I've got spring onions, and some of these veg, like I need to get some more radish seeds, I'll be sowing in between the gaps. So I'm hoping not to have any gaps in this bed, because it's going to be fairly densely planted. So the bed itself being 40 feet long, there are already posts up to every 5 feet. So I'll use that as a marker to separate, you know, the sections, and hopefully it'll work. We'll just have to see. I mean, I've penciled everything in because these things can change, you know, and don't always work out. But hopefully I will have a nice sort of mini crop of vegetables next year for me and my family. So keep watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.